Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Torn Down the Middle, Chapter 45, and this one is titled Going Into the Closet. The next few weeks were ups and downs for you. Grandma's funeral, the play, what to do about the whole fake dating thing with Bakugou that you two still hadn't discussed, all your other interests, Shoto. There were so many things to think about and sort out. Most afternoons were spent practicing with Bakugou in the classroom after school. It was called practice, but 90% of the time it was you arguing with Bakugou about why you had to use such whack-ass language. That, and he couldn't just seem to get his lines right, improvising at every opportunity. It was now 2 weeks out from the stage play date, and things were starting to get well and truly underway. "Oh, I don't like that they die in the end," Ochako wailed sadly as she looked over the script. "Can't we just end with a kiss?" "Well, I don't see why we can't change the play up a little bit," Momo replied. "Yin," she called to you, "how would you feel if we changed some things in the play to make it easier and shorter?" "Yeah, sure, go for it," you replied from where you were standing on the school stage, helping with stage layout and props. "Okay, now, props," Ida said, holding his clipboard and pen. "I have no idea. What props do we already have on the school grounds?" you asked. "Unfortunately, I do not know," he replied with furrowed brows. "Todoroki," he called, turning around and looking for the jewel-haired guy. "Would you help Yin find props for the play?" Shoto put down the roll of fabric that he was carrying and nodded solemnly. "Of course." You jumped off the stage and skipped over to him. "Okay, let's go. We'll try the art storeroom first," he said with a smile. You and Shoto headed out into the hall. "How many props do you need?" Shoto asked as you walked side by side. Not sure," you hummed. "I guess we'll have to make do with whatever we find and get Momo to make the rest. I don't think we have a big budget for the play." Shoto nodded silently and continued to walk with you, finally making it to the art room and letting yourselves in. The room was empty. "Now," you muttered, "what could we use?" Shoto walked to the closet near the back of the room and opened it. You walked up behind him and tried to see inside, but it was too dark. "Here, let me find a light," you said, ducking under his arm and half stepping into the closet. "It's so squishy in here." You stepped in further, feeling around for a light switch between the shelves. Shoto stepped in behind you and felt on the opposite wall for the switch. "There's none here." You tried to step back, but he was right behind you, so you stepped forwards again so that you wouldn't bump into him, but in the semi-darkness you stumbled on an art easel and fell forwards. Shoto wrapped an arm around your waist as you fell and caught you, but all that sudden movement knocked a broom over that caused the closet door to slam closed, enveloping you both in darkness. "Yin, are you okay?" Shoto's soft velvety voice asked from behind you in the darkness. Yeah, you replied bashfully, his arm still wrapped around your waist, pulling your back into his chest. You turned around to face him, your nose bumping his as you tried to stand up without support. He let go of you as you turned. "Oh, sorry. It's super squishy in here. I can't see anything," you said with a nervous giggle. "Yes, it is a bit cramped," he commented, his head ducked down due to the low roof. Can you open the door? We should get out," you said with a playful laugh. "Do you really want to get out, Yin?" The way he said that sentence caused you to break out in goosebumps. You became aware that he had his arms either side of you as you stayed backed up against the shelf, your eyes slowly adjusting in the darkness. "It's been 6 months," he said lowly. "I've waited patiently." Your mouth ran dry as your heart started beating rapidly. It has," he replied shyly. Shoto said as he raised his head to look at you in the darkness. You both looked at each other silently as he moved slowly towards you. You saw his lips part, and you leaned in as well, your noses grazing slightly as your faces moved closer, causing your eyes to flutter closed. He took one hand off the wall and gently placed it on your cheek as his soft lips connected with yours. You kissed back, noticing the slight temperature difference between his warmer top lip and cooler bottom lip, and you wrapped your arms around his neck, allowing him to deepen the kiss as your tongues intertwined the minute you became more comfortable. He wrapped one arm around you, pulling your body closer to his as your fingers laced themselves into his jewel-coloured hair. Suddenly the closet door opened and you yanked back, your eyes flying open as they focused on Mina. "Oh," she said slyly. "Is this what it means to go looking for props?" "No, Mina, of course not," Shoto replied in his monotone voice. We were sharing an intimate moment. You squealed with embarrassment at Shoto's straightforwardness and blushed. You laughed with embarrassment. He's just mucking around, you said, covering his mouth with your hands so he couldn't say any more. Mina raised an eyebrow at you with an amused smirk on her face and sniggered. Whatever you say. Shoto reversed out of the closet with his arms still around your waist to pull you out with him, and Mina smirked again. Thank you, Shoto, you said softly with a smile at him. You're welcome, Yin, he said, his soft gaze causing butterflies in your stomach. You giggled slightly and turned your attention to Mina. Hey, we didn't get a chance to find any props. She gave you a look and you poked your tongue out at her. Okay, let me help, she said with a resigned sigh, setting about looking for the things alongside Shoto and yourself. And there's the end of chapter 45. Stay tuned for chapter 46 coming tomorrow.